Well, you're going to prove me wrong and Brenda right. There's more of you here than have been here for quite a while.
Get better each time.
Thank you all for coming. So I guess we'll get started. We'll start with Bill.
Invocation.
Invocation, right.
Please rise and stand if you can. Great architect of the universe, we thank you for the many blessings you've bestowed upon us. We thank you for the opportunity to gather here today as friends and neighbors. We look forward to the exchange of information that comes from our meeting. We ask that you watch over our military in the United States and overseas. We ask that you watch after our first responders, and that everything that we do today will be pleasing in your sight. All this we ask in your most glorious name. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amen.
Play ball.
Okay, play ball. All right. We'll start with you, Phil, I guess. No, let's start with Joanne, but although she is going to stay, right?
Well, I don't know. My boss is down there at the end. I have to open a gift shop at 11.
You're fine.
Am I fine to say?
Yeah, you've got stuff to do in there, but
Yeah, I heard I did. I was bored.
You'll have to work
I
overtime.
was bored. Anyway, not too much to report. Walter Frank is, we don't have too many there. I think, Steve, you guys are doing your poker, aren't you, on Thursdays?
Yeah.
We're going to do dominoes again tonight, and I assume bingo will start Monday.
Yeah.
So that's it for Walter Frank. For the senior center, the center pages just came out, and there's a lot of information in here. We're going to start the bingo again, but only take 50 people. And you can't go every week, you can go every other week, because that'll give other people a chance. Let's see, is that it? Well, they're taking appointments for your taxes now, and I guess it's going pretty good. Let's see, the trips are in the center page. There's a lot of nice trips going on. And I guess that's all that I've got to say this time.
Any questions for Joanne? Okay, thanks. Well, we'll move on then. We'll do the minutes now.
Minutes were sent out. Any
Corrections, additions?
screw-ups?
All right, they'll stand as read then. And now you'll do the treasurer's report.
Treasurer's report. Our beginning balance this month, $491.62, or last month, January 1st, $491.62. Income $230, expenses zero, ending balance $721.62. As of January 31st, we have 11.7% of the folks who paid their voluntary activity fees. June and I got over to the bank. We have gotten the replacement account opened. I'm still waiting to get the new checks. As soon as they come in, I will close the old account, and I will stand good for the cost of the new checks because I lost the checkbook. So will not be out anything on it. That's it on the treasurer's report. I've got the audit report also.
Is that now, right now?
Find it, man.
I might as well. First of all, thanks to Ann and CJ. I'm sure it was very trying. How many? Did you make a dozen cookies with this, Ann? Yeah, halfway through. To Masonic Square Resident Council from Audit Committee, audit of 2021 records. We've examined the financial reports presented to us for audit, find them to be accurate and well documented. We do note and feel it necessary to report, however, that expenditures exceed current income, and that as shown in the 4-year comparison has been the trend for those 4 years. It's recommended that this be addressed. Yours truly, Audit Committee, C.J. Moore and Ann Moore. We did on the budget we presented for this year. We showing a net gain for the year of $40. We pared back the memorial donations. We kept one welcome neighbor event in there. the 1 year we did have, well, let's see, 2018, we had a welcome neighbor and a couple of special events. We bought books for the library, so we had a net loss that year. 2019 wasn't too bad. We only had a $75 loss. 2020 with COVID, we didn't do anything, so we had a $275 gain. And then last year, we had a $317 loss, and that we had talked about for this past year, going ahead with the, we did the happy hour, I think it was. Yeah, we did the happy hour, but the welcome neighbor, we decided to go out and do the Lee's chicken, even though we knew it would put us down. We just felt that the excess from 2020 would balance the from 2021, so we were within 40 bucks of where we were. So, but we'll be keeping an eye on it, and that's the audit report. And thanks to Ann and CJ, we appreciate it.
Does everyone know how we get the money?
For those that don't, the money comes from the voluntary activity fees. That is what it's called. It's not dues, it's not anything else. It's 100% voluntary. We can't make you pay. Although June has suggested I go around and bang on some doors. But the $10 fee is what funds all of this. It pays for, getting our minutes printed for those that don't have emails, pays for getting the directories printed. It covers the welcome new neighbor party, even at the reduced rate, the memorial donations. Everything comes from the activity fees, and some of the residents make an extra donation, which we certainly appreciate. But that's where it all comes from. And that's why I said when the checkbook got lost, I will stand good the cost of whatever the replacement is. So when it comes up, then I'll just write a check and cover it. So that's the audit report.
I didn't suggest you knock on doors, but he's got someone scared. Somebody paid him in the parking lot.
Said I was scared.
We'll move on to our committee reports. The welcome committee. Peggy, do you have, oh, I'm sorry, do you have a question back there?
Should there be a basket out there? Should we put out a basket for donations?
I don't know. How do you feel about
It
that?
wouldn't hurt.
I think you should receive
I
them.
think it would hurt.
I think you should receive them directly.
I can do that. I make note on it. I don't publicize who donates what.
Oh, okay. Well, you wrote my name down when I gave it to you.
Well, no, that's the activity fee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. For example, last year, we had donations of $150.
That's two people.
No, that is aside from the,
That's aside from the activity fees.
That was two people.
Right. But I don't put it out. I don't, they were gracious enough to make the donations.
I'm just.
So we did have
without
that.
information though, that
Yeah.
we're talking two people.
well, someone has also suggested putting a basket down on Walter Frank when we have activities, so I'm sort of opposed to that, but whatever you people want. See, the thing is, we used to do fundraising way before I came, and then Dave and the events committee have taken over the fundraising, which is fine for whole campers. So we've made it so far. I think we'll make it again. We just budget accordingly. All right, let's move on to the committee reports. Peggy from Welcome, do you have something to
We have two people that have moved in.
Turn your phones down.
John Ashlock is at 10A Masters and Jane Fritz at 29A Valley Drive.
Thank you.
What's her last name?
His.
Is James.
James.
Friis.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, Phil just handed me the telephone list, and what do we have, 23 vacancies? Maybe not quite that now.
Maybe 22 now. I don't know if I've got, do I have
Chris on there?
I don't know, I didn't look. So. All right, let's move on. Sunshine Committee, Joanne.
Yes. I sent 4 sympathy cards this month. 2 get well cards and 2 thinking of you cards. I started something new for the thinking of you. We've had several move to Scottish Rite or Cunningham, and I've sent a thinking of you and wishing you well, you know, that kind of card. I have to say, Nancy is the co-chair, and she does all the cards, and they're beautiful cards. I don't wish to send any of you a get well card, but when you do get it, you know it's from Nancy Brady. And that's all. The sympathy cards, if you want to send one, Mary Jane Starrett, she's still, I think, still up in Rickley rehab. And on the death of her husband, Ron. And Ruby Moore, who is also in, I think, is she in York yet, or York? And at the death of her husband, Charles Moore, and her son, Glenn. And that's all I have.
Okay, now you want to make your announcement about being.
Oh, yes. Well, Dave will probably cover that, but Bill Standard stopped me in the parking lot, and he said, there's a big, we all know that, there's a big snow blizzard coming Thursday. So whatever you have to do it today or tomorrow, because it's going to be hard for them to keep up with the plowing. And even if they do get our roads plowed, we don't know what it's like out there in Springfield. So go out today to Kroger's. And that's all. Bill was really intense. It's hard. He says you might even have trouble walking to the post or to the mailbox. The ice.
Well, we'll see if it even comes together.
Well, I think the rest of it all do to one of the
It's
Sunday,
coming.
what you talking about.
It's just a matter of what it
Yeah.
is.
In addition to what Joanne had reported, these are the deaths of residents either in the square or lived in the square just for the month of January. Jim Wire, who lived down at 3A, passed on January the 2nd. Fred Marcy, who's down at Square 2, passed on January the 5th. Joanne mentioned Charlie Moore, passed on January the 6th. Glenn Moore, Charlie's son, passed on January the 13th. Ron Sterrett, she mentioned that he passed on January the 17th. And then George Hickson passed on January 23rd.
I've talked to his son, but I don't know their address to send it.
I don't have an address for it. It's going to be private services at the convenience of the family.
Yeah. Well, I know the funeral home, so.
Yeah, Richard Draft. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll find out.
We had one other death in Morningstar Lodge. That was Jerry Carlson, and I don't believe he ever lived in the square. To my, yeah, I don't think so. But I'm glad we're out of January because I was ready to put it's happy you know what in a corner and a timeout. That's too much. Just,
Okay, well then on a more cheerful note, talk about the men's off-campus lunch.
yeah, I'm more cheerful. The men's off-campus lunch is canceled.
Yeah, really.
Dave called me this morning. I was just going in for breakfast and said, "What do you think?" Again, they're short a driver. They would like to get the Myers grocery run done. The only way they can do that is to do it tomorrow and cancel off the men's lunch. I said, you know, I really don't see a problem with it because I think it's more important that residents can get to Myers, get what they need before this whatever it is comes in Thursday. I'll guarantee you Thursday I'm going to be hunkered down. And like Joanne said, you know, you may not even be able to get around on the roads if it goes over to ice Wednesday night. I guess it's late Wednesday night. It's supposed to start
Like
freezing and go over to sleet, freezing rain, ice, snow, Lord knows what. And then just snow on Thursday. So I told Dave, I said, reluctantly, I would say, yeah, I don't mind. I do understand. I don't think any of the other guys will mind either. Although we were going to Outback Steakhouse, so we'll just go to Outback Steakhouse in March.
Okay, is that it?
Yep.
All right, Brenda, you have anything to report?
Nothing from the board. I see Stan made it. Do you have anything, Stan?
Nope.
It's good to see the crowd. I think the hour worked, don't you?
Well, or else we're just all desperate to
Oh, I get out of here.
I'm not willing to concede yet.
I like the later hour.
This is a terrible time.
And I think the one call helped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that helped.
Right.
Yeah.
So, nothing. It's good.
All right, Dave is just itching to give us his report.
No, Phil's already, I'll try not to move, Bill. Phil's already done some of it. I'll take this off so you can hear me since we don't have a mic. Yeah, with that weather coming Wednesday night, we're going to go ahead and cancel the men's lunch. I hate doing that, but I think doing the grocery run's got priority. So you'll be getting a one call out later today. You'll be
I
hearing
think it
it.
already came out.
I didn't put it out yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Didn't hear it.
Did Tony put one out?
Yes,
I
we
guess
have
I
any,
didn't.
we
Okay.
didn't have any test positive yet.
My phone is vibrating right now, so that's probably
You want to
Tony's.
mention that we have someone hired now who's going to work on the one-call situation? Or do you want me to report on that at the?
She hasn't started yet.
Oh, maybe Becky Kaysen?
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of you probably know Becky Kaysen. She used to work in the resource center. Tony's got her she's gonna be making calls. I think Heather Cox is helping her with that. So they're gonna be calling you and asking you what number do you want on the one call list. Because for some reason, I've been getting calls from people down the square that was getting the call, and then they're not getting it now, like Dorothy. And I go in and I look, and it's because you're not in a group anymore. And we don't know why you got taken off the group. So they're gonna have to start back from scratch. I fixed yours, and I've been fixing the ones that have been calling me, CJ and Ann, but, so Tony's got Heather and Becky Kaysen are gonna be calling everybody.
Everybody on the campus, they say.
Everybody on the campus. So, because that one call list got kinda out of whack, and we don't know why. So, things that came up in our officers council meeting too, with the outbreak of COVID. I mean, it's been kind of good the past two staff testing. We didn't have any on Thursday, and we only had one yesterday.
Oh, cool.
So,
But one is one too many.
one is one too many. We kind of want to tell everybody to, when you have someone come to your house, like if you got a cleaning service or a private duty aide coming in to help, please wear a mask while they're in there, okay? Because we're getting some private duty aides that are coming up positive as well. So you guys you need to be on your guard and wear a mask when you got visitors until we can get this taken care of until it goes away, I hope.
Tony did mention that there are only, 4 employees now, 4 staff who have not had the inoculation.
Yeah, he's got it down pretty good. And that's, that mandate is gonna be going in effect, I think, in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So if we have a staff member that is not vaccinated or they did not file for an exemption, they will no longer work here. And that state mandate is going in effect. So, and what else we got here? We have a company, does anybody in here use a closed caption telephone, like a CapTel phone?
Dottie does.
I mean, it's for people that are hearing impaired. It'll print up the message, or when you're talking to somebody. Anybody interested in something like that?
Lou might be.
Okay, because I talked to June about it, that we may have a guest speaker come in and discuss that. Okay? I think it's for the people that have difficulty hearing the people on the phone. It's really nice. It's displayed nice and big, and it's worth having if you're having trouble hearing. So, we'll be trying to get that guest speaker in here at the council meetings. Pie Day, we did have Pie Day. That went pretty well. We went through over 255 slices of pie. Those proceeds go to some of the events, which leads me right into Valentine's Day dinner party. We are going forward with it. It is free. The events committee's putting it on. We will be having lasagna like we did, was it 2 years ago? 2 years ago. I know we had over 100 people attend that thing that time. I know there's 70 signed up now. So I'll be dipping chocolate covered strawberries. My sister's making the lasagna again. We'll have salad and bread. BYOB, Tom Drake is not in here. Tom will be our guest DJ. So looking forward to it. Hopefully the weather will be good, but that'll be on February 10th from 5 to 7. If you're going to attend, please sign up so we can get a good idea of how much lasagna and strawberries to make. Then we got a few things on the calendar that are coming up. Boutique. The boutique is not going to be open until February 17th, and then after that it's going to be open, is it every third and fourth Thursday. So every third and fourth Thursday it'll be open. So the last 2 of the month is what it looks like, right?
You can contact Deb Piers or Sandy Gill. Actually, Deb's gonna take it over.
It'll be from 11 to 3. You guys still taking any donations or no on the
Not
donations?
just yet, that's up to them now.
Okay. Did anybody ever use the recycle bin that was in the reflective gallery?
No, I was
In the
going
shredder.
to.
The shredder? The shredder?
Yes.
It's been moved. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Okay, it's got moved to the Scottish Rite, that same floor, the second floor in the trash room there. So if you go in the Scottish Rite building, it's just right there on the left. You'll see that there's a public restroom and there's a trash room right there.
And John's
Yeah, it's across from John Willie's office.
In his office, huh?
Well, it's not in his office, but it's
Okay.
across from it. Events that are coming up, we have the men's lunch trip, which we just canceled. Veterans Roll Call, that's still on for February 8th.
I've got an email out to Joe. Since Joe cannot come in, we may try to do the clubhouse. I was going to call you and ask if the clubhouse is available.
Okay, so I need to check that.
Please.
Okay. The group lunch is scheduled for Wednesday the 9th. It looks like Beer Barrel Pizza is what's written on here. Coffee Connection, hopefully we'll do that this month and not cancel it like we did last month. It is scheduled for February 11th at 1 o'clock. That will be in this room here, A and B. They do have a movie night scheduled, which is February 22nd. I thought this movie was no, it got canceled last month. Movie night got canceled. So Tuesday, February 22nd in the community center. Looks like No Time to Die, the James Bond. That's the new one. That's the one that just came out not too long ago. I went to the theater and saw it, and I won't tell you what happened.
There were a lot of explosions.
Spoiler.
It is it's the ending I can't believe. The Mall Fairfield Commons trip still on for the 16th. High 12 still on.
As far as I know,
High 12's February 22nd.
that may be contingent on COVID and
Yep.
can we have folks come in from outside.
Okay, and ladies' lunch trip is Wednesday, February 23rd. I think that's about all that I have. I did start something with the Super Bowl. Any Bengal fans in here? Boo. I did start a Super Bowl bracket. If anybody's interested, there's no profit being made on this. It's $10 a square. It'll pay by the quarter, first, second, and third quarter. It'll pay $250 if you hit it. And then $250 for the final score. Not the fourth quarter, but the final of the game. The way it works, we fill in the 100 boxes. You give me your $10, put your name on the box. Then we randomly draw the 0 through 9 numbers. Okay? And then say the score is the Bengals AFC? I think they're AFC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bengals and the Rams will be up top here. Say it's the Bengals 21, so you go by the 1, you find the 1 over here, and say it's 14 for the Rams. Find the 1 and the 14 and come down, and that's how it determines the winner. Okay. So if anybody's interested, I do have the bracket up here. We're not making any profit on this or anything. All the money's going back to whoever signs up for this. So if anybody's interested, please see me after this.
What about the Super Bowl party?
There is a Super Bowl party in Scottish Rite. I did pass that over. That's Sunday, February 13th. It'll be on the second floor. There is a sign-up sheet, and I believe they put it in the post office.
Well, it sounded like we have to bring everything, so who's putting this on?
That's just people in Scottish Rite
Oh,
wanting
so
to do
it's-
it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not an events
That's
committee
the
thing
way-
or anything.
That's the way they did it the
Yeah, that's how
last
they've done it the past
time.
couple times.
It-
Reason being, because it's a 6:30 game,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you know how the crowd gets around 7.
It was nice.
They go home, they go home.
They go home.
So they just kind of decided to do it that way.
You got anything on the blood drive?
Blood drive, no. That is, that's, I know it's
Is that
coming
the
up.
24th?
I think it's the 24th. I'm signed up.
I haven't yet.
It's February 24th, I believe, in the clubhouse. If anybody wants to give blood, Red Cross will be here.
What about the tax?
Taxes, I'm still, yeah, when,
I want to know, that's my question.
I know, Kathy has not given me an email back. I will email her today. Okay? So, I mean, she was pretty promising in the email that they're gonna be able to come here.
Yeah, Louise Morgan is interested too.
Okay, all right. Sounds good. Anything else?
That's it? Questions for
I think
Dave?
that's enough. I still am down a driver. I had a bus driver hired. He was supposed to start 2 weeks ago. And the week before his start date, he slipped on the ice and busted his back. So that's my 4th driver that I've hired. That has not worked out.
Let's just put John back on the bus.
We hate to do that. I'm using him today, and I hate taking him from Life in Richmond.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so
So-
good over there.
Any other move-ins coming, Dave?
Yeah, I got 2, actually.
Peggy had those 2.
Yeah, I don't have dates on it. I told Peggy about them, but she probably just didn't say it because we don't have any updates on when. We have someone coming into 27A, and that'll be Ruth and Gary Adams,
Which we're 27A.
27A. And then there's a 24D, William and Janet Grafflin,
GR.
Afflin. Actually, I met him yesterday, so.
William
And they're talking sometime in February. They did not
Janet.
give a,
William and, what's her name?
Janet. So,
How about Bill Persh's old place where they're adding that room on? What's the,
they're waiting for that to be finished before they move in.
Okay,
And I haven't gotten an update on that.
okay, still working on it then?
Still working on it. That's the Walkers, George
Yeah.
and Ham. Mhm.
You said 4, what's the other one? Did you say you had 4 names?
I had two new.
2 new.
We had 4. She said the other 2, the John Ashlock and James. I don't know how you say his last name. Fries, Friis is how you spell it. So, yeah, just those. Okay.
So we have still about how many vacancies?
Oh,
A bunch.
Too many.
still a bunch. Yeah. We only have one in Scottish Rite, and it's a studio. Scottish Rite is full.
Most of the time of year, people don't want to go outside.
This is the bad time for move-ins. So, once spring hits,
Well, they've sure been advertising.
yeah. Mhm.
Every
I saw it
channel.
last
Oh,
night.
yeah.
I saw it last night on the.
Channel 2, it was on.
Yeah.
last night.
All of them, yeah.
I saw the moving truck at the Molders, 1A, they're moving to Scottish Rite, I know that.
Today.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Have you heard about Glenn Moore? Is he gonna stay in 1B or is he going to Cunningham
No,
or
he's staying there right now.
staying there now?
Mhm. Yeah.
Is that Phil going down that?
Glenn or Bruce?
Bruce, not Glenn, Bruce.
Glenn down.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's Phil going down that zip line in the video.
That's Barbara House.
I was one of them. I was the last one down the zip, just to make, in case anybody chickened out, I could push them off the.
Dave.
I had to do that to Anna. She froze up, her legs froze up. And
That was Barbara House.
so I said on 3 and I went 1 and pushed her.
You're bad.
Down she went.
Where
That was
is it?
Barbara House, actually.
Where is that?
It's up there on West Liberty is where we went, past Urbana, right off the old 33, I believe is what it was. It was pretty nice. We didn't get it, I think it's 33 or old 30.
245 up there.
No, there's an old 30 or 33. I got a
Back
friend.
towards the castle?
towards the I don't know where the castle is.
South of town?
It's right on, you take 68 all the way.
Yeah.
And you pass Marie's and all that, and it was a good little drive.
33 is Bell Fountain.
It could be 30, I don't remember the number. 30, old 30, old 33, old 36, I don't know what it said on there, but it's right, it's not too far off of the
But in reality, only one resident did that.
who
No,
all went?
Deb Pierce.
No, Deb Pierce.
Barbara,
Joan Farrell went.
Barbara's son.
Yeah, the son went.
I chickened out.
I forget, yeah, you chickened out. I forget who else went. Yeah, that was a couple years ago.
There was a few.
I'd like to, anybody want to do it again, I'll go again. That was fun.
Wave.
You got, if you're on the list, okay. As long as you're not afraid of heights. I mean, once you get up the tree the first time, you're pretty good.
They gotta
You
lift
gotta
the
climb the
edge
tree,
up and climb. I can't do it.
but they put you in a harness and you unhook and you hook as you climb up each step. So, but it was fun.
I can't do that.
I have something.
You gonna
else.
do it, Dorothy?
No, I
Oh.
have something else I want to ask you. About those beautiful ads that I saw on my television. Some people came into the lobby last week. I hope you heard about it.
Yeah.
They wanted to, check on us and everything. And the lady sat down and she said, "I'm not wearing a mask." She said, "Your ads showed that you were not wearing masks."
Oh, because that was filmed.
It was a commercial.
I'm sitting there like,
We took our masks off just for
I'm not on
That was
Yeah.
done.
not on the thing. That's why they came. They walked back out.
Because, oh, wow.
They saw somebody.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's all I got. Does anybody have any questions for me?
That was the question.
So you haven't, what's the plan for March?
There's two things scheduled in March. One's a pancake.
Do
And
people go to that
Red's,
pancake thing?
yeah, Red's opening day.
All right.
March 28th or 9th or something is Red's opening day, right, Gail? You're a big Reds fan. I know
Yeah, I
you got
hadn't
the date.
But,
I think it's the Cubs this year too. It's not the Cardinals.
don't
The
forget.
31st,
31st?
right,
Okay.
On the 8th, the podiatrist is coming.
That's right. Yeah, we started putting that on the calendar too. Dr. Protzman,
Norman.
or Dr. Norman. Yeah, he's down there today. They only come on certain, every 63 days because of insurance purposes. So, but there is a phone number on there on the calendar if you need to make an appointment.
How about the dentist? The dentist.
I don't have any update on the dentist.
Okay.
get that right now.
I think he's doing all
Well,
right.
I've been to the dentist. He's here. You
Okay.
call Amy Rice to get an appointment.
Call Amy.
Yeah.
Call Amy Rice, the same person you called for a transportation schedule.
And then she'll refer you.
Right,
But
okay.
he comes out.
Okay, I guess we're moving on to old business. Is there any? No old business? Any new business? Special announcements? Well, I guess we're all set then, so what time are we meeting next month?
10:30.
10:30? Okay.
You know I'm gonna say that.
Huh?
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Looks good, I think. I think it'll get better.
We'll see. Dave thinks it's a one call, which all the reminders help, especially
Yeah.
once we get one call going. so.
Yeah.
And when the weather gets better, I think people are going a little stir crazy.
Mhm.
All right, well then
Well,
we're.
Dave and I got the one call worked out. I type it up, just send it to him in an email, and you can just load right straight in that what you see is what was typed up, so,
Yeah, makes it easier.
yeah.
Didn't you like it today, Jim?
Do I like
Didn't
it?
you like the 10:30 hour?
No, because for me, it shoots the whole you can't do anything before or anything after, but, I mean,
What do
as
you got
long as,
to do?
the majority rules on this one, so we'll try it, we'll keep it going. Okay, all right, I guess we're ready for are you ready? Bill?
Making a note for next month, we're 10:30.
Yeah, well, I don't want to skip around too much, you know, like somebody said, well, let's do it at 10 next month, let's just leave it at 10:30.
Right.
All right, we're ready for the invocation.
Stand if you're able. Supreme Grand Master, now that we're about to separate and return to our homes, we ask that you watch over us today. We thank you for the opportunity to gather here. We thank you for the information that we've received. We ask your special blessing as this bad weather comes in. Please watch over and guide us. Watch over our first responders who will be out, just helping anyone who is out in the weather. We ask you to watch over our military, wherever they're stationed, in the United States and overseas. All of this we ask in your most blessed name. Amen.
Amen.
All right, I hope everybody has signed in, so